Today we're going to talk about apologies in Japan.
Apologies.
Now, today's show is inspired by a tweet.
The takoyaki company, I mean the shop owner, mistakenly put his hair into takoyaki.
His hair fell into or somehow got into the takoyaki.
But anyway, so he apologized himself, shaving
His hair.
his hair.
And what did he do with the shaved hair? Did he put that in takoyaki as well?
Sorry.
So takoyaki, some hair fell into the takoyaki when he was making it, and as a result of that, someone complained, and then he shaved his head to apologize.
Right.
And he
then-
posted it on Twitter.
Right.
Now, the reason why we're talking about apologies today is because I think that the way the Japanese people apologize versus the West is very weird. Is that elitist and culturalist? It's very different. That's more inclusive, right?
It's weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Have you ever seen people shaving his or her hair when somebody screws up?
No.
I have.
No.
I was at Yataimura, which is like, it used to be like this village of little yatais. What would you call those? Food stands?
Food stands, yeah. Yeah.
And there was
stalls.
like a businessman in his like friend group, and he like had a really bad shaved head, and they're all dogging on him.
Right.
And I was like, "What's going on here?" He's like, "Oh, he made a mistake, so he had to shave his head, so we're giving him shit."
Right.
And I was like, "Why did he shave his head?" It's like, "Oh, in Japan, when I think it was probably Eigyo shot like a salesman."
Yeah.
And so like when you make a mistake, like it's like a way to show that you're sorry.
Well, some people want to do stuff like that, like lad culture. You know?
Lad culture.
They like it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
So, Nasi, can you tell us about this? Like, what's the history of the shave in your head? Do you know?
No.
Of course not. Of course you don't. You don't
Do you know,
You don't.
Alex?
Wait. Everybody, Natsuki comes to be on the show so she can learn about Japanese
Right. Thank
people
you.
and
Thank you,
culture
thank you.
from us two white boys.
Right. As a historical punishment, you know, people used to have like chonmage, the haircut, where
Can you
it's
explain what that is? It's the bush, the
so basically
samurai.
they would shave the forelocks off and the front of the head, and then have the back of the head grow longer, and it would be kind of plaited into a ponytail,
Yeah.
and then kind of curved around back over the front bald part. So that was a status of being like bushi, like
Yeah.
a warrior, and to shame people, you know, they would cut the top knots off. So they'd lose, you know, a symbol of their samurai status. So hair actually was really important in Japan originally.
Yeah.
I mean, when there were some students that went from Kagoshima, Satsuma to the UK in
12 students or whatever it was.
19 of them
Yeah.
it was in late 1800s. And when they went, the first thing they did was got on the boat and surrendered the swords, which are the symbol of their status as
Yeah.
samurai. And then they cut off the top knot and had a Western haircut.
So they were like blending in kind of.
So yeah, but that to them would have been a huge act, you know,
Ah.
sacrificing the status to go into, you know, an unknown place or whatever. Yeah.
Natsuki, who just researched what it means while we were talking. What does it mean,
What does it
Natsuki?
mean?
Yeah, I googled why people shave their head when they screwed up.
As I'm watching her do it.
Maybe.
When they shave their head in Buddhism, it's just cut off ties with the past, right? That's the meaning behind it, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Josh, is that correct?
As you said, Buddhism, it comes from ancient India. And in India, shaving your head is the biggest humiliation that you can get. And it's what they do to criminals, apparently.
Wow.
And it's also considered to be the first step towards eternal liberation, as hair is a symbol of worldly thoughts.
So yeah, you were talking about yaku, sports. Dude, like baseball is like a religion here.
Yeah.
It is a religion. And when the boys, you watch the Koshien, the National Baseball Championship of high schoolers,
Yeah.
they cry. And the parents get crazy. It's like a religious, like it's like a mega church. They gotta watch.
Koshien is their dream. They always want to go.
But then my question is, what happens after that? They go and like work at, you know, a factory job.
Only few people go to pro.
So let me give you a situation, and not to you tell me how you think that somebody should apologize, okay? Let's say you bump into somebody on the street. What do you say?
すいません.
And then what did you
made
do?
someone's foot bleed. by
Not
stepping on it.
breed, just, you know,
Bruised?
bruise maybe.
What did
yeah.
what did you do?
すいません.
Okay, so the difference between a casual bump and like bleeding is すいません to すいません.
Yeah, sounds different.
Yeah.
Okay, what about if you like, let's say you're taking a test at school and you cunning-gusuru, you cheat,
Okay.
and you get caught by the teacher. What do you do?
すいません.
It's the same fucking word. It's not even gomen nasai, which is I'm sorry. It's like すいません is like 7 different meanings. It's like excuse me, I'm sorry, thank you. What else does it mean? Like, I don't know. Everything. Please hold
Yeah.
the door.
No. Can mean no as well.
It can be no. We don't have that thing.
Yeah.
Do you have this? すいません.
So where does gomen nasai turn into? Gomen nasai. Sumimasen. What's the-
申し訳ない.
Actually, when you say when I was in college, I did some part-time job, and I said "gomenasai" to the customer.
You mean your drinking job?
No, not the different job. But anyway, my senpai,
Yeah.
my old senpai,
Your elder
my elder scolded me
for saying gomenasai to the customer.
So
Why?
you're not supposed to say "gomenasai" to customers.
Why?
That's a like casual word, like between family.
Gomenasai is casual and sumimasen is formal.
申し訳ございません.
申し訳ございません.
So to the customer, I said, ごめんなさい
What
to
was the
customer.
situation? What did you do? Did you step on their foot?
No. I was.
And make them bleed.
Okay, what would you do? Let's say like husband and wife. Husband cheats. Comes home, wife's angry, throws something at him. What does he say?
ごめん、もうしない。本当にごめん。
本当に, which is really. ごめん, which is sorry.
本当にごめん。もうしない。絶対しない。
I won't do it again. What if you like lose a bunch of money? Let's say your husband goes out to pachinko, loses like 5 mon, like so $500, comes back. He's like, no, it's okay. I gotta be honest with you. I lost a lot of money at pachinko.
と、ごめん。悪い。
You were going to get angry then first, weren't you? You were imagining that it was like the wife's side and you were going to get angry.
Right. Wife side.
You were like,
バカじゃないの死ね
Let's go down the list really quick. Okay, so there's gomenasai, which is more casual. Then there's like sumimasen. Then there's moshiwake
ございま
gozaimasu.
せん So the formal way to apologize is probably 申し訳ございません
Well, then what is moshiwake nai? It's like a casual, formal.
Yeah, 申し訳ない is the way of apologize from top to like down. Do you understand what I mean? Boss to
yeah.
coworker.
Hey, everybody, you're all fired. Moshiwake nai.
いや、申し訳ないが、クビだ。いいよ。許すまで言わないね。We don't say I forgive you.
Right.
But gomen nasai means that though, doesn't it?
ごめんなさい。
Gomen.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, it means forgive me, basically. isn't it?
But you don't forgive them. You know what I mean?
No, the ごめん actual meaning is like forgive, right?
That's literally what it means.
Literally.
So sumimasen just means excuse me or pardon me. I guess it's a similar thing, but it doesn't mean the same thing.
The difference is that in Japan, that an apology is enough a lot of the time. So
can you talk about that? Like, there's famous cases where people get carted out in front of the media.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, corporate negligence or something like that.
Yeah.
Some people have died in a car accident or whatever because of faulty parts and they've not done a recall or something like that. The CEO can go out in front of a press gang or whatever, and he'll just do like a 30-second bow at 90 degrees.
Can you talk about the difference in bowing? Like why that's important?
Well, so, you know, just a shallow bow is like a lighter greeting or something like that. Or if you've like bumped into somebody like Natsuki was saying before, you'd be like, sumimasen, and maybe do the knife hand.
The knife hand. This
Knife
This
hand.
means excuse me. I don't know why. Or I'm cutting through. Excuse me.
And then more gomenasai. And then, you know, obviously if you're making a more serious or formal apology, you're going to bow deeper. And like
And then-
90 degrees is about as much
And then
as-
they hold it.
and hold, yeah.
宮迫謝罪会見.
Didn't he apologize because he took a bribe from
He took money from
Yakuza?
Yakuza.
Borukudan? Yeah, he did like private
That's what it was.
comedy
yeah,
show.
that's the top one. And then skip ahead. Oh god, it's so uncomfortable. Look.
Yeah.
Wait until it gets
So
like.
even Japanese people can tell that's fake.
Yeah.
But he is not fake because he looks like.
Yeah, he's doing his serious thing. So Nonomura is like a politician. He was the best
Yeah.
interview
Nonomura.
I've ever seen in my
He's
life.
crazy.
He literally just goes mental.
Oh, this one is so good.
And then he gets questions halfway through and he's going like this. Like to hear it with his hand in front of his ear. instead of-
聞こえません。
but in front like that on the front of his ear.
What did this guy do? He was a politician that did. What did he do?
He used loads of government funds to go to onsen trips with his mother. I think it was his mother. It was it was a lot of money. It wasn't like a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
God.
hilarious.
And he was going, "Oh, I'm doing it for the future of Japan's children." And oh my god, Idiot.
Listen to this, guys. So, idol girls in Japan are by contract not allowed to have boyfriends or husbands. or girlfriends. We were LGBTQ friendly here. But anyway, this girl, this just normal idle girl who's just a human being like the rest of us, had like a secret boyfriend, which if she didn't get caught, would have probably been okay. But then she got caught. So I think she takes to Twitter and then like, or somewhere, live streams herself apologizing, fake crying, and shaving her head.
But let me tell you, as a Japanese person, I feel like, why is she doing
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a thing?
Lots of people thought it was weird.
Yeah, that's so weird.
So she's like basically doing it as a publicity stunt, I reckon.
Yeah.
Also, like, she didn't do a good job shaving her head. She
yeah, she
I know,
probably
man.
did herself.
Shit, I used to do it myself. I used to do a better job than that. You know what I mean?
Have you ever known anybody dogeza before at work or something?
I have seen, but not very seriously. It was like for joking. Yes.
I was at a drinks party and one guy like did something rude to another dude, and he was like dogezaing, and the superior, the higher ranking dude kicked him.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Like he's because dogeza, guys, is where you go on all like hands and knees and like put your face all the way to the ground, and you're like, that's when you say the whole like, you know, moshi wake gozaimasen, and like really apologize. Anyway, and the superior dude just fucking kicked him.
This
Japan.
is not a common occurrence for anybody who's watching. Who's
It
never
doesn't
been to
happen in
Japan.
corporate life, but it does happen in like more like
It's like ladist culture, isn't it? Ladism. That's what it
yeah.
is. We forgot the most casual apology of all in Japanese.
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh my god!
Yeah. There you go.
You're so right. They just turn it over to English, and they're just like, "Oh, sorry."
Sorry.
And they always make it like a kawaiso face. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah. Like,
one more word. Wari.
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 I'm bad." So wari.
Wari.
Yeah.
But that's like Josh Cole say, like high school girls that do that.
Maybe high school boys too.
Wari.
Wari.
There's so many ways to apologize in this country. Anyways, guys, you don't have to apologize for watching this episode because we love you, and we'll see you guys next
Unless
week.
you didn't subscribe, in which case, moshaki gozaimasen.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.